Yo guys, in today's video I'll be talking about some tips you should know about Greenville before trying to play anything in Greenville. Now, some of these tips are personal opinions and choices, so if you guys don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. I'm not forcing you to do it, but it's personal tips that I think will help you a lot in this game. Anyways, with that being said, let's proceed into the video. Alrighty guys, so the first tip I got for you guys is actually related to the new selling system. So if you guys don't know, if you sell a car that has less than 1 mile, you get 100% refund. So now I'm gonna be demonstrating this on my off sale Model 3, but if you were to have a car that you just bought, if you sell it, you sell it back for the full price you bought it for. So now I'm gonna teach you guys a trick. You guys could actually drive this car for as much as you want and you could still sell it back for 100%. Now you may be wondering, how can I do this? Well, I'm about to show you right now. So we're just gonna drive just a little bit, you know. As the miles go up, I'm pretty sure I drove more than like 0 miles right now. Also, this car might be bugged actually. Let's try out a different car real quick. We're gonna do this BMW 440i. So you see how we're at 0 miles, we're at 0.1 now, 0.2. I'm gonna be doing a little time lapse and then I'm gonna come back once we hit like a mile. Okay guys, so we officially hit a mile on this car, and now I'm gonna show you what to do. So normally if we want to switch cars or like despawn our car, we just hit this or click on a different car. Well, don't do that. If you want to get the full refund and keep your mile at 0, this is what you're gonna do. Just go ahead, respawn the car. That's it. Notice how the mile says 0 still. If I go in 0, but if I were to try, okay, let me show you guys what would happen if I respawned a different car or like despawned it. Okay, we got 0.3 miles. Now I'm gonna spawn in this car. Look, the 0.3 miles is still there. So we're just gonna spawn back this car. Now I'm gonna demonstrate on what would happen if you despawn it. We have 0.4 miles, 0.5. Now if I despawn it, it also saved. So if you want a full refund, don't despawn, don't spawn another car. Okay, so for the next tip, it's actually selling limiteds. This is something I wish I would do earlier, but do not sell limiteds. Like when I was younger back in Greenville, I would be selling limiteds to buy other limiteds or to buy other cars, but I kind of regret that. You know how long it takes to grind? It doesn't take that long. I honestly thought it was gonna take a while, but seriously guys, if you guys do Sahara or something, you're making 100,000 per hour if you're like really slow at it. But like if you're really efficient at it, get better at it, you could be pushing 200,000 per hour actually. And most limiteds vary from about 100,000 to like 300,000 on average. So if you just do an hour or two of Sahara, you could definitely get that limited. And that doesn't mean you have to be sweating on the game all day, because limiteds usually last about 2 to 3 days. So if you just do an hour a day, you could definitely get that limited. So don't sell limiteds for other limiteds. I mean, if you really want to sell it, just do it, but like limiteds don't take up space anymore, and it's honestly not worth selling them, which is why I kind of regret selling all my limiteds. They were honestly cool, but back then I would like other limiteds and sell my limiteds for other limiteds. I almost once sold this car too, which I'm glad I didn't do that. Anyways, let's move on to the next tip. Alrighty guys, for the next tip, it's actually do not drive to do grinding. So if you're driving to earn money, you're not gonna earn as much. I would highly recommend doing Sahara or something like that, because you're gonna be making more doing those interactive jobs than actually just driving down the highway. I know a lot of people say, oh, just cruise down the highway, you're gonna be making a lot of money. Don't do that unless you're in a roleplay server. If you're in a roleplay server, just driving and all that, you're gonna be making a lot just by roleplaying. But if you're in a private server trying to actually earn money, don't be driving on the highway. That's not gonna give you as much as money if you were to do Sahara. So I would definitely recommend doing the Sahara delivery job, the roadmap job, and the fast food jobs. Don't do those. Those take a while. But like if you're really efficient at it, definitely go for it. But personally, I don't make as much doing those, so I would rather drive at that point. But definitely go for the taxi, Sahara, or the roadmap job. These three will give you the best money. Or the GV postal service, honestly. Okay, so my next tip is rear wheel drive and drift tire combination on high powered cars. Now I see a lot of people do this and they wonder why they can't drift. Now I'm gonna show you why. I actually am pretty sure I got drift tires on this. So now this car has like 600 horsepower and I put drift tires on it even though it's rear wheel drive. Look how terrible it's gonna handle. Yeah, so if you're trying to drift, don't put rear wheel drive and drift tires. I know it might seem like it will be a good option, but unless you're a professional at it, you won't be able to handle your car at all. Like, you have to be able to counter steer and learn all that before you do this, because I've seen many beginners trying doing this and wondering why they can't drift as good. It's because you're putting drift tires on rear wheel drive. This car without drift tires could already slide, okay? So I would definitely recommend not putting drift tires on rear wheel drive cars, especially if they're high powered. If they're low powered, I see why you're doing it, but if they're like high powered cars like the M2 CS, I don't know if this one has drift tires. No, this one's on racing slicks. Look at how much easier it is to control this one. It still loses traction, but it's way more easier to control it. I'm purposely making it lose traction right now, but it's way more easier to control than the M2 because it's on racing slicks, not drift tires. So definitely don't put drift tires on every car. Anyways, let's proceed to the outro. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what video I should make next. And with that being said, I will see y'all in the next one.